Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Redskins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 56. Black 25. Right there. 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Set 50, plant. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On first and 10, Parks. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
On the double. Check 55, Mike. Protein spill. Get.
Here's Jones. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 9. Topper! Lead grip.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Parks. Jordan Reed has it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 15 line. Set, go.
On second down, it's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
70,
At the 16-yard line.
5.
To throw on 2nd down. Parks into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously, your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
5 on 50. 5 on 50. Check, 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Riddle, and some room to maneuver. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
A first down throw for Winston. And a completion to Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. This is Geis. Room here to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point safely through, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's second and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. on 2nd and 9. Winston. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
56, come on. Let's go.
On first down, Riddle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 16. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parks forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Parks found his target. It's Anderson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Parks is going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, check.
You draw quarters.
Out.
Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun, Parks. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. Final play of the half here. Winston escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Let's go.
We go. 90 Wolf. 6-6. Pull it. Big rip.
After the penalty, it's Jones. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Just like that.
General West.
Again, it's Jones. Finding some room at midfield. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. This is Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Parks toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Parks. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the counter. Riddle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Riddle, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Parks taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. 2nd and 13. And he slings one that's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Buying time to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
56, Mike 56, right there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
218, chop. Time.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready, set.
52, Mike 52.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Parks. He's going to loft one. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Riddle. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Riddle, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat, and the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Blue draw Corker.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go, defense. Let's
Rock it.
Let's go.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped